Previously on Happy Town.
I want $250,000 or I'll be handing it over to the police.
You're in the room again, aren't you?
Honey, please, this is not healthy.
Dan Farmer, state police. We will catch this guy. We will catch this guy good.
I collect information on the magic man.
Mommy's gone.
Rachel was taken. That's Rachel's ring, but that's not Rachel's hand.
Right, got out of prison. So what, I'm just gonna roll back into town, snatch a sheriff's wife.
Everything went black. I don't know where I went.
Rachel's return means he's changed his game. Mark my words, we are gonna find the magic man.
In my little town, I grew up believing I keeps his eye on us all. And he used to lean upon me as I fled just to the wall.
Let the magic man try to take one of us.
You'll get the surprise of a lifetime.
You didn't sleep at all last night, did you?
Babe, this town's gone crazy. We've had 2 accidental shootings in the last 2 days, 17 reported prowlers, 11 intruder calls. Turned out to be kids sneaking home after curfew, and we have to answer and investigate every one, which means that I have no time to focus on what's important, except for when I'm supposed to be asleep. You okay, babe?
John wants me to come in to help deal with the fallout from closing the bread factory.
Are you sure going back so soon? Such a good idea?
I can't stay cooped up in this house forever, Tommy.
I just don't think that you should rush into it.
Now you sound like my parents. My father called this morning. They want Emma and me to come and stay with them in St. Paul for a while.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you shouldn't let John Haplin pressure you into moving too fast.
John's not pressuring me. This is what I want to do. I'm not gonna let whoever took me put my life on hold. I'm going back to work.
Remember to never forget. Thank you. The Magic Man victims, they're still out there. Take one, please. Keep everyone safe.
Hello, Miss Boone. I was starting to wonder when you'd contact me.
I'm prepared to meet your terms for the object in your possession. My car will be outside Meadows boarding house tonight at 6 o'clock to conduct you to Weeping Wall. Don't keep the driver waiting.
They're still out there, people.
You okay,
Good
chicken?
morning.
Look spooked.
Keep Haplin safe.
No.
My Addies.
Watching that
Beverly,
woman
Chad,
over there.
Kristen, Lauren, they're still out there, people.
Look, I get it. Losing your kid's no fun, but you gotta move on, no?
So, what you're saying is there's still no word about the victims. Tommy, it's been 5 days since we heard there's hope that our daughter's alive, and we still don't have any news?
Mr. Ward, we have all available manpower looking for Lauren and the other victims right now. But until we get new information, I need you to be calm. And I need your help keeping the community calm. Trust me, I want answers just as much as you all do.
Not quite as much as we do, Tommy. You got Rachel back. Our loved ones are still missing.
Yes, Carol, I was fortunate.
Can Rachel tell us anything?
Rachel can't remember. So for now, please respect her privacy.
I want to know what happened to my daughter, Tommy. I think Rachel could at least give us that much.
Can we at least see your sheriff?
Hey, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming in here today. After all you've been through is...
It actually feels good to be in. It feels productive. I'll just get get started on these inventory reports, and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Perfect. That's strange. I grew up in this factory. I know every inch of this place. Yet I still cannot figure out how he got in here.
John, can we just...
Can you tell me what went on out there?
John,
Rachel?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm thinking that might be because they just didn't ask you the right questions.
No, they ask me everything.
Was somebody following you that day? Or was somebody watching you at the Thaw Fest?
They ask me that. No. No one.
Well, what about smells? Did you smell anything specific?
I don't remember. I was at Thaw Fest, and the next thing I knew, I was back at my house. I don't have any idea about what happened. I wish I did. You don't know how much I wish I did. Is this why you asked me in today, John?
No, of course not. I want to talk to you about Brett. It's my daughter! It's my damn daughter! And you were there. You were there. And you better get good at remembering something. Oh, God, you better get good. Because I'm gonna ask you. Every time I see you, look at me. Look at me. Every time.
Very interesting, this painting. Of course, the manservant who doesn't speak should have known. Bet you don't smile either.
My Uncle Andrew and his wife Jane, they fell victim to a horrible love triangle.
Another man or another woman?
The horse, Almond. Andrew preferred the horse's company to Jane. Jane preferred the horse's company to Andrew.
And the horse?
The horse only had eyes for Martin, the stable hand.
And Martin was in love with Maria, the cook's daughter.
Something like that. Love. It can kick you in the gut and take the top off of your head. There's no need to count. It's double the amount you asked for. I'm sure you'd agree I've more than held to your terms, Miss Boone. Now you'll adhere to mine.
I'm not gonna tell anyone about this, Mrs. Haplin.
Oh, if it were only that simple. What are your plans for that money?
I don't think that concerns you.
Are you planning a trip to that silly little house on Arrowhead Road? The one with the crooked mailbox, just outside of Seattle?
You know where I live, so what? I know where you live.
I also know you have a vanilla latte every morning at the Center Cafe in that darling little town. And you read the New York Post with your cranberry muffin, even though you've never lived in New York City. Friday nights, you'll see an old movie in the local theater. You fancy yourself a little Lauren Bacall. But being genuinely brassy means more than having the ability to sneak around and lie to people. By taking the money, you've agreed to my terms. You can never leave the Haplin town limits.
Why?
Oh, Miss Boone. I'm disappointed, but not surprised. It's no wonder the consequences of blackmail are lost on someone so pretty.
Did you just take the scenic route to calling me dumb?
Consider this a gentle lesson. I've doubled the amount of money to ensure you have a comfortable life in our town.
That's ridiculous. How are you gonna keep me from leaving?
The same way I do everything, Henley. With ease.
I've gone out to the woods with Eric 100 times before. You never had a problem with it.
That was before all these recent goings-on. You're a Haplin. That makes you a target. Don't you understand that? He took your sister 5 years ago. He came back, left a piece of Lauren Ward in the bread factory. What makes you think you're not going to be next?
Yeah, what about the 6 other people that were taken, Dad? What about Rachel Conroy? They're not Haplins, are they? Face it, Dad, you don't have a clue. I gotta go.
Perfect timing. Your ride's here.
What?
Perry, he's going to be driving you from now on. I want to protect you, Andrew. Have a nice day at school, son.
All right, we got 2 teams searching the woods. North-south and east-west. A splinter unit working Cook's Ridge.
Rupier found something promising in Lauren Ward's file. If you remember, when Lauren disappeared, the sheriff's office found a letter in the file that she wrote to her mother, saying she wanted to leave town.
But now we know she didn't leave on her own. She was taken. So I ran the letter through FISH.
What's FISH?
The Forensic Information System for Handwriting. It turns handwriting into mathematical algorithms that you can compare to known samples. Okay, the bottom line is, I don't think Lauren Ward wrote that letter about leaving town.
Lauren Ward was a right-handed girl. Whoever wrote this note was a left-handed guy.
Now, when she vanished, Lauren was dating
Greggy Stiviletto. It's a pitcher on her high school baseball team. It's best southpaw in the state.
Thing is, Griff put all 5 Stivilettos through the ringer after Lauren went missing and never could connect them to it.
Yeah, but we know something now that Griff didn't know then. The disappearances stopped 5 years ago.
When Greggy went to jail.
But he was standing right in front of you at Thawfest, TC.
I don't care. He gets out of jail, Rachel disappears, and his ex-girlfriend's hand shows up at the bread factory. Plus now, he may have written the note that started this whole thing. Find Greggy. Bring him in.
You don't have to walk me inside like I'm a kid.
Your father told me to make sure you got to class, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now stay close.
Okay, Perry, I love the escort and everything, but you can take the rest of the day off. I'm hanging out with Eric after school.
John didn't okay that. Andrew, I'll see you after school.
Hey. Let's get out of here.
Scary, Mrs. Conroy. Look, I have a package here that needs your signature on it.
I'm sorry, Frank. I'm just a little bit jumpy.
I can't say I blame you. Look, what it's worth, Mrs. Conroy, everyone at the post office is sure glad you're safe.
Thanks.
Sinkhole up ahead. Road's unsafe to drive.
I have to get to St. Paul, so how long is it going to take to fix? A couple hours? Or...
I wouldn't measure it in hours. Weeks, maybe. It's a real mess up there.
Okay, well, where's the detour?
This is the only road to the cities from Haplin. I call whoever's expecting you in St. Paul, tell them not to wait.
That's affirmative. I'm here at the farm.
And just like that, Andrew and George's hideaway is complete.
Tell me again why we're doing this.
To show you what it can be like away from the craziness of town. Away from all those people, you know, to just be us. And the best part is that Andrew can grab Georgia, take her in his arms, pepper her with kisses. And nothing, not the trees, not the birds, not the squirrels will have a problem with it.
Hello? Hello?
Can I help you, miss?
Yeah. Can I get a ticket on the next train to St. Paul?
Sorry, miss. A transformer blew up somewhere up the line, so no trains are moving in either direction.
A transformer blew? Huh. Wouldn't the power be off in town, or at least here?
I don't know, lady. Try back tomorrow.
Look at you, TC. Daddy's gun, Daddy's badge. You know, when I heard they made you sheriff, I figured you'd haul me in here first chance you got. But accusing me of being the magic man. It's a leap even for you, pal.
You were sleeping with Lauren Ward, the first victim. You go to jail, and it all stops.
You come home, Rachel Conroy, wife of the guy that sent you away, first person gets taken.
You gotta admit, it's a lot of coincidences, even for you.
Guy who sent me away. No, he didn't send me away. He alerted the proper authorities where I was hiding out, that's all. And you know, he knew about it because it's where we used to hide out when we were kids, after doing all sorts of horrible things to the townsfolk. Remember, TC? All the windows we busted, all the bikes we stole, tires we slashed.
You were 14, Greggy. I've changed. You haven't.
No. I chose not to. I like who I am. I really would help you guys if I was the magic man. All right, town would love to believe it. You could be the hero, but your old man couldn't. Problem is, I'm not the guy.
Well, you don't need a lawyer.
I got nothing to hide.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing. And sign this. Saying as much. Well, you're a lefty, huh?
That's right. You know what they say about lefties.
What's that?
We don't have to do things right.
Miss Boone? We're happy to deposit the cash into your account, but I'm afraid we cannot complete the wire transaction you requested.
Why? I don't understand. The other two banks in town said the same thing.
I'm really sorry.
You know, he preferred that horse to his wife.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Thank you.
My daughter! You were there.
Hey.
I'm getting Emma from school and we're going up to my parents.
Rachel.
I can't hold it together, Tommy. The mailman nearly gave me a heart attack.
I can get you an escort, okay? Full time. You trust root beer, right?
It doesn't matter who you give me because I don't know who to be afraid of. I want you to come with us.
You know I can't do that.
I know. You'll come see us? I love you. I'll call you when we get to St. Paul.
I'll have to figure something else out. Her reach is unbelievable. It'd almost be impressive if she wasn't such an evil creature. No, don't come down here. I said I'd handle it. I'll think of something. I promise I'll think of something.
Hey, Doc Pete wanted me to drop that evidence off for you right away.
Thanks, Shel.
Oh, aren't we just so badass? We run off for a secret liaison in the woods and we go berry picking.
I honestly don't know what's better, just being with you or being away from everything.
You wanna try that one again?
You know what I mean? I just... No, all this stuff with my parents, you know? I miss Addie, too.
Hey, what if Addie wasn't taken by the magic man at all? What if all this time they should have been looking for some guy with a white band?
No, it's too much of a coincidence. The dead flowers, she disappeared from a crowd.
Kids do that all the time, though.
I think we should go to California.
California?
Yeah. Goodbye, Haplin. Goodbye, nutty parents. Goodbye, Magic Man. California. Doesn't that sound awesome?
I let him read the letter Lauren Ward wrote to her parents before she left town. I wanted to see his reaction. Preliminary handwriting test coming back within an hour. If we got a match, then it's him.
He took the test without a fight. It doesn't make sense if he's our guy. I don't know, Roger. I'm not sure.
Well, I am. Look, it all fits, Tommy. The connection with Lauren Ward, the timeline. I mean, snatching people from a crowd like that requires help. And Greggy's brothers, they listen to his orders like they're the word of God.
Okay, so what's his motive? He snatches 7 people over 7 years to cover Lauren's disappearance?
Well, look, you ask him that when the test comes back. We got 7 missing persons out there. 7 families waiting for an answer.
8 families, including my own, Roger. I had dead flowers on my doorstep, too.
I should have said something before.
She wanted to leave. You couldn't let her go. So you kept her for yourself, right?
She broke up with me the day before she disappeared.
And you couldn't let that happen.
She was seeing someone else, okay? Some other guy. I never found out who. I just thought she left town with this other guy. He must have wrote this. And he must have took her. And he must be your magic man.
Mrs. Conroy, I startled you.
Everything is startling me today.
Would you care to step into my shop for a cup of tea to refresh you?
I'm actually on my way out of town. I have to pick up Emma and get on the road. I just needed to fill a prescription for her allergy medicine.
Just 1 cup. It's actually quite fortuitous bumping into you like this. I'd very much appreciate a word.
I do feel a little bit better.
I thought you would.
I'm sorry about that out there. Thank you.
Now, you've been through quite an ordeal. And I imagine the curiosity of the townsfolk is its own burden.
I don't remember anything about what happened to me. And not knowing.
Is that why you're leaving?
Part of it.
Because people expect you to help in the capture, and you cannot, so they're hostile. But also you're troubled because the very man who took you, you may have smiled at him in the supermarket checkout queue today.
Yes.
What if I could help you to remember?
What do you mean?
I know a way to remember things that the mind takes pains to forget. But it can only work if you trust me completely.
Yeah, it's not the best time for you to ask me to trust you.
You know, years ago, I had a family. Beautiful wife, Kendall, and we had a son. Simon was a wonderful child, bright, inquisitive, affectionate. And in the summer of his 7th birthday, we took him to the park. He had a new toy, a little sailboat that I'd made him. He wanted to play with it in the fountain. We turned away for an instant, just a few seconds, to buy ice creams on sticks. A few seconds that have become a lifetime, because Simon was gone. And all he left behind was this. My wife never recovered. She died 2 years later, and no one could persuade me that the cancer in her blood was caused by anything other than grief.
And you think it was the same man?
Well, there are many similarities between the cases. The most glaring, of course, being that the day after Simon vanished, we received a bouquet of flowers.
Dead flowers.
Yes. So, when I heard about events in Haplin County, I came here looking for answers. You see, Mrs. Conroy, the reasons you want to leave town are the very reasons I came to stay. Please, let me help you to remember. There may be some solace for both of us in what we find.
I could try.
Hello?
The sheriff's department released the factory to you days ago. Why is it still closed?
Well, I don't care what the sheriff says. But there may still be some evidence at the factory. Maybe there's something that I could find that would help bring Addie back.
Please, John. Don't let this supposed reemergence of the magic man trigger your ugly, obsessive tendencies. We've seen enough of that behavior to last a lifetime.
Mother, we just learned that there's a real possibility that she could still be alive. That Addie could still be out there. And I am not an obsessive. I'm a parent who loves his child. A notion which I'm sure is quite alien to you, Mother.
Now is not the time to be willful, John. It doesn't make you seem tough, it makes you seem cheap.
Well, I'm the president of our daily, and I say it stays closed.
Rachel, I just want to know that you and Embassy made it all right. Call me when you can. Love you.
Hey, sorry, Tommy. Greggy's handwriting test came back inconclusive, and none of Lauren Ward's friends knew anything about her seeing another guy beside Greggy.
My gut says Greggy was telling the truth about the other man in Lauren Ward's life. Check her phone records. Try to get emails, too.
Will do.
Hospital's on line 5.
Hello?
Pop, you're awake. Tommy Conroy. You come here?
Welcome back. You were out for weeks. How you feeling?
Raspberry.
How's that?
When I first started seeing your mother, if she liked something, she'd say, raspberry. I know what you're thinking. I ain't still off my nut. I've just been stuck in here too long. So what's happening down at the station? You know, I overheard a couple of nurses talking about the magic man.
You got everything under control, okay? You just need to get your rest. Doctor said you're getting strength back in your hand. Usually takes months for that. You're ahead of schedule, huh?
I guess I went somewhere else for a while. Tommy, I don't know what happened.
Hey, Pop. It's okay. You got the best doctors in Minnesota looking after you. You're gonna be okay.
So how's Rachel doing?
She's good. She's good. She's fine.
And little Bean?
Oh, you know, she can't wait to see her grandpa.
Why didn't you bring him?
I came straight from the station. Next time.
Badge looks good on you.
I want you to concentrate on my voice. The eyes don't matter. Let them fall closed. Breathe out fear and uncertainty. Breathe in safety and peace. Rachel, I want you to imagine you're walking through a beautiful garden. There are high walls all around you. You are perfectly safe.
I see the walls.
You can smell the flowers.
Roses and lavender lilies.
I want you to reach out and touch the petals and leaves with your fingers. There is a path in front of you in the garden. At the end of the path, what do you see?
I see a door. A blue door.
Yes.
I can't open the door.
That's your conscious mind fighting you. Fight back. The answers you crave are beyond that door. What's on the other side?
Water.
Now, Rachel, I need you to walk through the door. Just one step. Where are you?
I'm walking underwater, but I can breathe.
And what do you see?
Fish. There's so many beautiful colors. No, they're being eaten by another fish, a horrible fish. Wait, there's other people here.
Who are they?
Women, a child. Her hand, it's gone.
Is it Lauren Ward?
Oh, let me go.
Rachel, tell me. Tell me who's got you. Who is it? Tell me who it is.
He won't let me turn around. I can't breathe.
I'm going to count from 5. And when I say 1, you will be back here with me. You will open your eyes. You will be in the House of Ushes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rachel. Rachel, please.
I'm sorry, Mr. Greaves. I have to go.
Jeez. First rule of entrepreneurship, don't scare the crap out of the customers.
Miss Boone, and to what do I owe this pleasure?
Could you lock the door, please? The contents of this case belong to someone I care about very much, and I can't seem to get it to them. So I need you to please take this out of town and send it to her on my behalf.
Why ask me and not your young man?
Because I've exhausted every possible resource, Mr. Greaves. Once before you helped me without my asking. Now I'm asking.
If you have such a great sense of direction, how do we get lost in the first place?
I was following you.
What is this doing out here? Anybody home?
I don't think this is a good idea.
It's unlocked.
So?
So it could be the guy.
The guy? As in the magic man? You think he lives in a camper?
You said so yourself, a freak in a van. It is mobile.
Let's just get out of here. Okay, we can tell TC about it and he'd come back here with the police.
It's a trailer, Georgia. It could be gone by then. You don't have to come in. You can wait here.
I can't believe we're doing this. Who is this guy?
Look for an ID.
We learned about this stuff in chemistry class. It's a truth serum. Whoever this guy is, he's a total freak. Andrew?
This was Addie's.
What? Are you sure?
Addie the octopus, that's what we used to call her because she was always grabbing at stuff, so my mother bought this for her. Georgia, this was Addie's. Which means that...
Hey, Chief. Haven't been able to get Lauren Ward's emails yet for Tommy.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Between me and you, I think Tommy's leading on a wild goose chase. Stiviletto's a guy.
Maybe, but there's a number that started showing up in Lauren's phone records about 2 months before she disappeared. It's from a group of cell phones that belong to the Breddy.
That's where Mother worked. No surprise there.
Well, this specific number belonged to the president of the factory.
John Haplin?
He called her several times a day.
You don't think John Haplin's the other man?
If he took Lauren, that would explain how her hand turned up at the bread factory.
Well, if he took Lauren, and if we're right, and the same guy took all the other victims...
But why would he take his own kid?
Because that'd be the perfect way to place yourself above suspicion. If the magic man took your kid, well then hell, you couldn't be the magic man.
I know, but I'm telling you, he can be trusted. And for now, I cannot seem to get out of here to get it to you, so it's the only way.
Hey, Doc Pete's finally finished up. I got his report on the hand and the hand itself.
Oh, good luck with that.
Thanks.
Good night.
Night.
came back to stay.
Of course I did.
Why? Why'd you come back?
Because I love you, Tommy. And because I remember.
You remember?
We can do this together. I can help you catch this guy.
Wait.
Long ago in Henley, I was on my birthday. Now I'm big and I am strong. I need a little girl to call my own. Off you go with the magic man. Off you go with the magic man. Off you go with the magic man. I show you things that you never seen. Think you want it to real or just a dream.